Hi, I'm David Hamilton. A wee while ago, I wrote a blog called The 5 Side Effects of Kindness. It's been quite well received because it's been read tens of thousands of times and been shared in more than 150 countries around the world. I've even turned it into a book. So, to give you a wee flavour of what the 5 side effects of kindness actually are, I thought I'd read the blog out to you. So, here we go. The 5 side effects of kindness. When we think of side effects, the first thing that springs to mind are the side effects of drugs. But who would have thought that kindness would have side effects too? Well, it does, and positive ones at that. The first side effect, kindness makes us happier. When we do something kind for someone, we feel good. On a spiritual level, many people believe that this is because it's the right thing to do, and so we're tapping into something deep and profound inside of us that says, this is who I am. On a biochemical level, it's believed that the feeling we get is due to elevated levels of the brain's natural versions of morphine and heroin, which are known as endogenous opiates. They cause elevated levels of dopamine in the brain, and so we get a natural high, often referred to as helper's high. The second side effect, kindness is good for the heart. Acts of kindness are often accompanied by emotional warmth. Emotional warmth produces the hormone oxytocin in the brain and throughout the body. Of recent interest is its significant role in the cardiovascular system. Oxytocin causes the release of a chemical called nitric oxide in blood vessels, which dilates, i.e. expands the blood vessels. This reduces blood pressure, and therefore oxytocin is known as a cardioprotective hormone because it protects the heart by lowering blood pressure. The key is that acts of kindness can produce oxytocin, and therefore kindness can be said to be cardioprotective. The third side effect, kindness slows aging. Aging on a biochemical level is a combination of many things, but two culprits that speed the process are free radicals and inflammation, both of which result from making unhealthy lifestyle choices and stress. But remarkable research now shows that oxytocin, that we produce through emotional warmth and kindness, reduces levels of free radicals and inflammation in the cardiovascular system, and so slows aging at source. Incidentally, these two culprits also play a major role in heart disease, so this is another reason why kindness is good for the heart. There have also been suggestions in the scientific journals of the strong link between kindness and compassion and the activity of the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve, as well as regulating heart rate, also controls inflammation in the body. One study that used the Tibetan Buddhist loving kindness meditation found that kindness and compassion did in fact reduce inflammation in the body, mostly due to its effects on the vagus nerve. Number 4, the fourth side effect, kindness improves relationships. This is one of the most obvious points. We all know that we like people who show us kindness. This is because kindness reduces the emotional distance between two people, and so we feel more bonded. It's something that's so strong in us, in fact, that it's actually a genetic thing. We're wired for kindness. Our evolutionary ancestors had to learn to cooperate with one another. The stronger the emotional bonds within groups, the greater were the chances of survival, and so kindness genes were etched into the human genome. So today, when we are kind to each other, we feel a connection, and new relationships are forged, or existing ones are strengthened. The fifth side effect, kindness is contagious. When we're kind, we inspire others to be kind, and studies show that it actually creates a ripple effect that spreads outwards to our friends' friends' friends. That's 3 degrees of separation. Just as a pebble creates waves when it's dropped in a pond, so acts of kindness ripple outwards, touching others' lives and inspiring kindness everywhere the wave goes. A study reported that an anonymous 28-year-old person walked into a clinic and donated a kidney. It set off a pay it forward type ripple effect where the spouses of other family members of recipients of a kidney donated one of theirs to someone else in need. This domino effect, as it was called, in the New England Journal of Medicine report spanned the length and breadth of the United States of America, where 10 people received a new kidney as a consequence of that one anonymous donor. So those are the 5 side effects of kindness. If you liked the video, please like, share, subscribe. If you want to learn more about the 5 side effects and how they can improve your life, then pick up a copy of my book, The 5 Side Effects of Kindness.